Hello guys, this is Alexi with Rock and Roll Tennis Camps, and today we're going to continue talking about how to practice like a pro. So today I have good news for you. This aspect of practicing like a pro, everybody can do. 100% of you can do it. And that aspect is you should watch a lot of tennis. So a few years ago when I was writing my book for tennis parents, I was talking to my friend who's a doctor in kinesiology, and he was telling me that when he mostly worked with NHL hockey players and NHL teams, worked with Miracle on Ice and all these elite hockey players, but he was telling me that when a person watches, let's just say tennis, in our example, if you're watching tennis, the area of the brain that's responsible for learning is working while you're watching tennis. So it's essentially, when you're watching tennis, you're learning without actively learning. You basically, your brain is learning. So the way I liken it to, if you watch the movie Matrix, they have that cable that plugs into your head and they just download the karate or whatever ability to fly a helicopter. So like, it's basically an exact same analogy. So the more you watch tennis, the more your brain learns about the sport, that learns the footwork patterns. So back when I was growing up, I'll give you an example. My dad used to make my brother and I watch a lot of tennis, and we just would record it on VHS tapes from TV. So I watched that Agassi-Sampras match in '95 US Open probably hundreds of times. But certain footworks, and actually my entire one-handed backhand, I learned. I've never had a lesson in my life. Nobody told me how to do it, but I watched the last Sampras. So I figured out just from watching, okay, wrist should be this way, the beginning, wrist should be that way, the ending should be this way, and you know, I just kind of put it together, a correct mental image just from watching, you know, hours upon hours upon hours of his backhand. The same with volleys. Like there's certain things that I've never was taught, and I just learned from watching. It's incredibly beneficial, especially if you're trying to go to really high level. Like you can hear the stories, how Serena and like even Holger Rune, like those guys just obsessed with tennis. Like they get off the practice courts and all they do is watch tennis. And that's like, that's how you get really good. You know, for all the aspiring juniors, there is no excuse. If you don't watch tennis, I would argue you're probably not gonna succeed. There's so much that you have to know, and all of that you can be learned simply from watching great players, what footwork they choose, why would they hit this way, and just like this myriad of small aspects that you need to know that you can learn just from watching. So all right guys, like I said, there's no excuse, you all can do it. So if you want to get better, watch a lot of tennis. And with that being said, go rock the courts.